Good morning, students. Today I am going to discuss few of the questions from the exercise 10.3 vectors. Question number 6, page number 448. Find A and B. Find the modulus A and modulus of B if vector A plus vector B dot vector A minus vector B is equals to 8, and the condition is given that the modulus of vector 8 is equals to 8 times of modulus of vector B. So A plus B into A minus B, A square minus B square, vector A square, vector B square equals to 8, and here if I square both the sides I get equals to 64 times of B square. So as the value of A square is 64 times of B square, I can substitute the value here. 64 times of B square vector B square equals to 8. So 64 minus 1, it becomes 63 B square equals to 8. That is vector B square 8 upon 63. So modulus of vector B will be equals to square root of 8 upon 63, as the modulus value is always positive. So we will take only the positive value. And now, since vector A is equals to 8 times of vector B, so vector A modulus will be equals to 8 into vector B की value है square root of 8 upon 63. So this is our value. Further, if you want to simplify, you can simplify it. Now next question. Question number 7. Evaluate the product. Question number 7. Evaluate the product 3a vector minus 5b vector into 2a vector plus 7b vector. So for this evaluation, just we do the horizontal multiplication. 3a vector, then second bracket terms 2a vector plus 7b vector, second term of the first bracket minus 5b vector into second bracket 2a vector plus 7b vector, which becomes 3 into 2 6, a vector square plus 3 into 7 21, a vector p vector minus 5 b 5 into 2 10, b vector dot a vector minus 7 into 5 35, vector b square, which is equals to 6 a square लिखा जा सकता है plus 21 minus 10 11, a vector dot b vector, a dot b is equals to b dot a, commutative law follow होता है, minus 35 p square, as we know that a dot b is equals to b dot a, and the square of the vector is given by simple a square. So this is our final answer for the 7th question. Now let's move to the next question. Question number 8. Find the magnitude of two vectors, vector A and vector B. Question number 8, we have to calculate the magnitude of the two vectors, vector A and vector B, having the same magnitude, means the magnitude of these two vectors are equal. It is given. You have to calculate the magnitude of the vector A and vector B, and the condition is given that the magnitude of the two vectors are equal, of same magnitude, and the angle between them theta is equals to, it is given 60 degree, and their scalar product, that is dot product, is given 1 by 2. As we know, the angle between the to A dot B cos theta equals to A dot B upon modulus of A modulus of B. So cos theta, that becomes theta 60 degree. A dot B is given to us 1 upon 2 and divided by modulus of A vector as vector A magnitude is equals to vector B magnitude. So cos 60 1 by 2 into 1 upon this can be as vector A the whole square. 1 by 2 cancel. Vector A square equals to 1, A square equals to 1. So value of A is equals to, that is the magnitude of vector A is equals to 1, which implies that both their magnitudes are given equal. So magnitude of vector A and vector B is both equals to 1. Magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B we have to calculate, and it is given that the magnitude of both the vectors are equal and the angle between these two vectors is given 60 degree and their scalar or dot product A dot B equals to 1 by 2. So cos theta is equals to, since we know that the angle between the two vectors is given by cos theta equals to A dot B upon modulus of A modulus of B. So cos 60 1 by 2 A dot B 1 by 2 1 upon, as modulus of A vector is equals to modulus of B vector. So here modulus of A into modulus of A, it becomes vector A square. The value modulus magnitude of vector A and vector B is equals to 1 unit. Now let's move to the next question. Question number 9. Find the modulus of x, magnitude of the x vector for a unit vector A vector such that x minus A vector x plus A vector is equals to given 12. So as we know that A minus B to A plus B is equals to A square minus B square. So x vector square minus A vector square is equals to 12. Since vector A is a unit vector, and according to the definition of the unit vector, we know that the modulus of A vector is equals to 1. That's why x square minus 1 square will be equals to 12. So x vector square will be equals to becomes 13. X will be equals to square root of 13. Question number 10 now. Next question. If vector A equals to 2i plus 2j plus 3k, vector B is equals to minus I plus 2j plus k, vector C is equals to 3i plus j, k is not given तो अपन लिखेंगे 0 into k, are such that vector A plus lambda B vector is perpendicular to vector C. Find the value of lambda. So यहाँ पे हमें तीन वेक्टर दिए हुए हैं. वेक्टर A 2i plus 2j plus 3k, वेक्टर B minus i plus 2j plus k, वेक्टर C 3i plus j plus 0 into k, and A vector plus lambda B vector is perpendicular to C vector. When A vector plus lambda B vector is perpendicular to C vector, it means that their scalar or dot product will be equal to 0. First I am going to calculate this. So A vector plus lambda B vector 2i plus 2j plus 3k plus lambda minus i plus 2j plus k. तो 2i और माइनस लैम्डा i, इन दोनों में से मैं i कॉमन ले लूँगा तो 2 माइनस लैम्डा इंटू आई होगा. 2j प्लस 2 लैम्डा j, यहाँ से मैं j कॉमन ले लूँगा तो 2 प्लस 2 लैम्डा इंटू j, फिर 3k प्लस लैम्डा के में से k कॉमन ले लेंगे तो 3 प्लस लैम्डा इंटू k. तो ये i j और k के यूनिट वेक्टर के फॉर्म में आ गया. 2 minus lambda into I, 2 plus 2 lambda into j, 3 plus lambda into k. Now since vector a plus lambda b vector is perpendicular to vector c, so their scalar product will be equal to 0. A vector plus lambda b vector dot c vector will be equal to 0. So a vector plus lambda b vector हमारे पास ये है 2 minus lambda into I plus 2 plus 2 lambda into j plus 3 plus lambda into k. So a हो गया आपका a plus lambda b वेक्टर और डॉट c वेक्टर हमारे पास है 3i plus j plus 0 into k equal to 0. एज स्केलर प्रोडक्ट में क्या होता है i डॉट i1 j डॉट j1 k डॉट k1 और बाकी i डॉट j या j डॉट k या k डॉट i आपका 0 होता है. तो हम i डॉट i का मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो 2 माइनस लैम्डा इंटू 3 हो जाएगा. i डॉट i 1 हो गया. फिर j डॉट j के लिए प्लस 2 लैम्डा और यहाँ पे कोफिशिएंट 1 है तो यही रहेगा. j डॉट j 1 हो गया. k के लिए 3 प्लस लैम्डा इंटू 0 दैट विल बिकम 0 इक्वल्स टू 0. 6 minus 3 lambda plus 2 lambda equals to 0. 6 plus 2 8. 3 minus 3 lambda plus 2 lambda minus lambda equal to 0. So minus lambda equal to minus 8. So value of lambda is equals to 8. So once again you can listen. The three vectors are given to us, vector A, vector B and vector C, and the condition is given that the vector A plus lambda vector B is perpendicular to the C vector, so therefore their scalar product or dot product will be equal to 0. So first we are going to calculate A plus lambda B. इसको कैलकुलेट कर लेंगे तो हमारे पास आएगा 2 minus lambda into I plus 2 lambda into j plus 3 plus lambda into k. और उसके बाद इस वेक्टर a प्लस लैम्डा b वेक्टर का डॉट प्रोडक्ट करेंगे c वेक्टर के साथ. तो ये हो गया a प्लस लैम्डा b वेक्टर और ये हो गया c वेक्टर. सो i डॉट i1 सो 2 माइनस लैम्डा इंटू 3 j डॉट j1 2 प्लस 2 लैम्डा इंटू 1 3 प्लस लैम्डा इंटू k का क्वेश्चन यहाँ 0 है तो ये वैनिश आउट हो जाएगा 0. फर्दर वी विल सॉल्व दिस इक्वेशन एंड विल गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ लैम्डा दैट इज इक्वल्स टू 8. Let's go to the next question. Question number 11. Show that vector A modulus plus B vector B modulus vector A perpendicular to vector modulus A vector B vector minus modulus of B vector A vector for any two non-zero vectors, for any two non-zero vectors, vector A and vector B. Perpendicular means there again we have to take their scalar product. So modulus of A vector E vector plus modulus of B vector A vector dot modulus of A vector B vector minus modulus of B vector A vector equals to. Now this complete if I take it as capital A, this complete I take it as capital B, this complete I take it as capital A, this complete I take it as capital B. तो हमारे पास क्या हो जाएगा फॉर्मेट a प्लस बी इंटू ए माइनस बी ए स्क्वायर माइनस बी स्क्वायर. तो ये हो जाएगा इसका स्क्वायर वेक्टर b का स्क्वायर माइनस मॉडुलस ऑफ वेक्टर b का स्क्वायर और वेक्टर a का स्क्वायर और स्क्वायर ऑफ ए वेक्टर इज गिवन बाय द स्क्वायर ऑफ इट्स मैग्नीट्यूड. तो ये हो जाएगा a स्क्वायर b स्क्वायर माइनस बी स्क्वायर ए स्क्वायर जो कि कैंसिल आउट होके 0 हो जाएगा. सिंस देयर स्केलर प्रोडक्ट is 0, which implies that modulus of A vector B vector plus modulus of B vector A vector is perpendicular to modulus of A vector B vector minus modulus of B vector A vector. So that is the solution of our 11th question. Now let's move to the next one. Question number 12. A dot A is equals to 0 and A dot B is equals to 0. What can we conclude about the vector B? तो vector B के बारे में हम क्या बोल सकते हैं? So since we know that A dot A is equals to given 0, जिसको मैं लिख सकता हूँ square of this vector will be 0, which implies that A square will be equal to 0. अब vector A is equals to 0, मतलब vector A की वैल्यू भी आपके पास क्या हो रही है? 0. So A dot B is equals to 0 implies that vector A is perpendicular to vector B. As vector A is a 0 vector, as vector A is now a 0 vector, therefore vector B can be any vector as its dot product is also given equal to 0. क्योंकि यहाँ A वेक्टर की वैल्यू 0 मिल जा रही है और A डॉट B वेक्टर इक्वल टू 0, और यहाँ क्या क्या है कि अगर A डॉट B वेक्टर इक्वल टू स्केलर प्रोडक्ट 0 हो जाता है तो मतलब A वेक्टर इज परपेंडिकुलर टू द B वेक्टर. सो as A vector is our 0 vector, so vector B can be taken as any vector. It will satisfy the condition that their scalar product will be equal to 0. Now let's move to the next one. Question number 13. If A vector, B vector and C vector are unit vectors, since vector A, vector B, vector C are unit vectors, और यूनिट वेक्टर से कंडीशन होती है कि उसका मैग्नीट्यूड तीनों का यहाँ 1 होगा. मॉडुलस ऑफ A, B and C will be equals to 1. And it is given the condition that vector A plus vector B plus vector C is equals to 0. It is given to us and we have to calculate the value of A dot B plus B dot C. I have to calculate A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A is equals to इसकी वैल्यू क्या होगी. तो जैसे कि क्लास 9 में हमने फॉर्मूला पढ़ा था A plus B plus C the whole square equals to A square plus B square plus C square plus 2AB plus 2BC plus 2C. ये तो उसी फॉर्मूला को अप्लाई करेंगे, लेकिन इसके लिए हमें पहले इसको दोनों तरफ स्क्वायरिंग करना होगा. On squaring both the sides, when we square, we get vector A plus vector B plus vector C the whole square equals to vector 0 the whole square. So it becomes A square plus B square plus C square equals to plus 2A dot B plus 2B dot C plus 2C dot A equals to 0. Now इसका अगर हम हर एक का स्क्वायर कर दें तो हमें वैल्यू मिल जाएगी A स्क्वायर इक्वल टू B स्क्वायर इक्वल टू C स्क्वायर इक्वल टू 1 का स्क्वायर 1. तो यहाँ पे वेक्टर A का स्क्वायर मतलब मैग्नीट्यूड का स्क्वायर A स्क्वायर प्लस B स्क्वायर प्लस C स्क्वायर 2 मैं कॉमन ले रहा हूँ. A डॉट B प्लस B डॉट C प्लस C डॉट A इक्वल्स टू 0. अब इसकी वैल्यू अपने पास A स्क्वायर B स्क्वायर और C स्क्वायर की क्या है 1. तो 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 times of A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A equals to 0. 1 plus 1 plus 1 it will become 3 plus 2 times of A dot B plus B dot C plus c dot a equal to 0. That becomes the value now a dot b plus b dot c plus c dot a will be equals to इस 3 को ट्रांसपोज कर देंगे -3 और a कोफिशिएंट आ जाएगा नीचे, तो इस तरीके से इसकी वैल्यू हो जाएगी a dot b plus b dot c plus c dot a equals to -3/2. So that is the solution of our 13th question. Now let's move to the 14th question. You have to solve by your own. 14th question, 16th question, you have to solve it as a homework. Question number 14 and 15, 16 and 17. Question number 14, 15, 16, 17 will be homework for you. These 4 questions. So try to finish up this question, and in the next class I will discuss about the vector product or cross product of 2 vectors. So whatever the questions I have solved it, you and whatever the concepts I am giving you or formulas, everything you have to note down in your fair notebook and try to finish the homeworks, question number 14, 15, 16 and 17 as soon as possible. And after finishing up the exercise of 10.2 and 10.3 NCERT questions, उसके पहले एक्सरसाइज के 10.2 के पहले और 10.3 के पहले जो एग्जाम्पल्स हैं उसको भी आपको क्वेश्चन लिखकर आपको फेयर कॉपी में सॉल्व करना है, बिकॉज एग्जाम्पल से भी क्वेश्चंस एग्जाम में पूछे जाते हैं. थैंक यू.